Dealing with weeds is an important part of caring for your garden, and if left unchecked, they can very quickly undo all your hard work. I'll show you how to identify and manage them.
It's a good idea to know your weeds so you know the best way to get rid of them. Annual weeds only last one season, but they leave seeds that'll grow the following year. Get rid of them before they develop seed heads and they won't come back. Perennial or deep-rooted weeds spread invasively through their roots and will come back year after year unless fully removed. Even the smallest bit of root will see them return. And then there's lawn weeds. These occur year-round and need a particular kind of weed killer so you don't kill the grass around them. To identify which weeds you have, grab a written guide in store or check out our website.
Weeds take up space, water, sunlight and nutrients from the plants we really want to grow. They also attract insects and disease, so it's important to keep them under control.
You can control weeds by hand rather than with sprays. Weed little and often, rather than wait too long, it's much easier. A hand trowel helps remove individual weeds. Or a hoe is great for when weeds are small. It breaks up the surface and cuts down the weeds, preventing them from seeding. This is good to use in veggie gardens and flower beds. A weed puller is ideal for lawns. They sink in and yank up the weed. Or weeding knives, which scrape out cracks and gaps in patios, footpaths and driveways. Another trick for these spaces is to boil a jug of water and pour it over any weeds to burn them. The water will cool as it runs off, so it won't hurt any plants you want to keep. Less common perhaps are weed burners, but they're easy to use and are an effective and environmentally friendly solution for controlling weeds. The flame destroys the weed cells in the stem and they die off. Make sure you dispose of your weeds in a garden bin or burn them. If you put them in your compost, they'll just come back. Another approach is to try not to leave any space for weeds to take hold. You can use a weed mat to stop them growing, or in ornamental beds, try planting ground cover or perennials to limit the space. In your vegetable gardens, plant so that the leaves will just touch each other at maturity. Add mulch to act as a protective cover over the soil. And the good news, as your garden grows, shade from leaves will deprive the weeds of sunlight and you'll see less of them.
And lastly, there are chemical controls. Herbicides are the quickest and most effective way of preventing and controlling weeds. You can choose between a concentrate, a gel and a ready-to-use depending on the size of the job. But you'll need to be careful. There's a few important things to remember.
Treat all chemicals as dangerous and store them away from children and pets, making sure the lids are secure. Always follow the instructions on the pack. Don't mix any chemicals together. Wear protective clothing, PVC gloves and a respirator mask when spraying and mixing your chemicals. Spray early in the morning or late evening when the bees aren't active. Don't spray in windy conditions as your spray will drift onto your good plants. Never use herbicides near edible plants like your fruit or veggies. Use separate sprayers, one for your weed killers and one for your insecticides. And to help your spray stick to the weeds better, you can use Spray Fix. To match up the right product for your weeds, check out the printed guide or come and see us in store with a couple of photos of the problem.
So keep on top of your weeds and you'll stop them from ruining the look of your garden.
Make sure you subscribe to the Mitre YouTube channel for more handy content or click here to watch more now.